everyone. Welcome to Medicine for the Soul. My name is Sarah. Today's Yin-Restorative practice is focused on heart openers, and we will need a few props, a bolster or a large pillow, and a couple of blocks or anything you can find around your house. Let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome to your Heart Openers Yin-Restorative practice. Let's begin on our mats in a comfortable seated position. Let's just take a few moments to transition to our practice today. So hands can come to your knees or your thighs. Let's do palms facing up. We're sitting nice and tall, shoulders are back and down. Close your eyes. Imagine the crown of your head reaching for the top of your space. Let's take a few deep breaths together, in and out through the nose, filling your chest and belly completely on the inhale and emptying fully on the exhale. Let's take one more breath together, in through the nose and out through the nose. And after your last exhale, you can open your eyes. We're going to begin our practice today in child's pose. So on your mat, bring your knees wide, feet close together. Push your seat back towards your heels. Reach for the top of your mat and bring your forehead to the mat. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Really reaching your tailbone down towards your mat. Lengthening out through the crown of your head, reaching the crown of your head towards the top of your mat. We're reaching for the top of our mat, but our shoulders are back and down away from our ears. One more breath here, in and out through the nose. After your exhale, lift your forehead off the mat. Walk your hands back towards your body. Bring your hands behind your feet so that your fingers are facing your toes. Slightly tuck your tailbone. Engage your lower abdominals. Inhale. Push your chest forward, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, drop your head back and breathe. One more breath here. Use the exhale to gently push yourself back up to an upright position, and we're going to come forward into our child's pose again. Reaching for the top of your mat, bring your forehead to the mat. One more breath here, in through the nose and out through the nose. After that exhale, lift your forehead off the mat, coming into our saddle again. So we're walking our hands back. So we're in an upright position. Bring your hands behind your toes. Inhale, exhale, and breathe. One more breath here, using your exhale to push yourself to an upright position. We are gonna walk our hands forward again, except for this time we're coming into an all fours position. So bring your knees back under your hips, fingers spread wide. Let's inhale here, tuck your toes. Exhale, lift your knees, push your hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog. We're pushing the mat away from us, back of the legs, reaching towards the back of our space. Maybe you want to pedal your feet out here. Stretch out your hamstrings. Let's do 3 more breaths here. 1, 2, 3. On your next inhale, look forward and wave forward into a high plank. Exhale, lower down to your mat with control. Coming into a Sphinx pose here. We're bringing our forearms parallel to each other, toes pointed, pelvis pressing slightly into your mat, chest beaming forward, shoulders are back and down. Our gaze is forward, still imagining the crown of our head being pulled towards the ceiling with an imaginary string, nice long spine. And breathe here, in and out through the nose. Do one more deep breath here, in and out through the nose. They're underneath your shoulders, elbows hugging in. Inhale, lift your chest in a baby cobra. Exhale, move through all fours, coming into a brief child's pose for 2 breaths. 1, 2, lift your forehead off the mat. Walk yourself back to an upright position, moving into our restorative portion of our practice today. So we will be needing our props. Grab your bolster, your pillow, your couch cushion first. And come onto your back, have your prop handy. Lower down. Let's hug our knees in towards our chest and just rock side to side for a moment here before we transition. And now come back to center, keeping your right knee hugged in towards your chest. Extend your left leg down the mat. We're going to come into a supine twist supported by our prop. So inhale here in the center. Exhale your right knee over to the left so that it's supported by your bolster. Get nice and cozy. And extend your right arm out to the right and gaze right. You can close your eyes here. Breathe into this neutralizing twist. Let's take one more deep breath here. Using your exhale to come back to center. Let's give our knees a nice squeeze again. Hugging in towards your chest. And let's take our bolster or whatever prop you have, bring it over to the other side. And keep your left knee hugged in towards your chest. Extend your right leg down the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, bringing your right knee over to the left. readjusting so that you are supported by your prop. Left arm extends out to the left and your head follows. Again, you can close your eyes here. Breathing deeply into your twist to get settled. In and out through the nose. Let's take one more deep breath here. Using your exhale to come back to center. Hug your knees in one more time. And we're going to come up to a seated position. So let's roll on to our sides. Push yourself up so you're supported. And we will still need our bolster. We will also need blocks or anything that you have in place of blocks for our next couple poses. So let's bring our bolster down in the center of our mat the long way. We're going to come onto our backs. So line up your bolster so that it's about an inch away from your tailbone, and gently lower yourself down. You can readjust once you get down here. We're gonna have the soles of our feet together with blocks or really anything to support your knees underneath your knees. Arms come down by your sides in a low V, palms facing up. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here. In and out through the nose. Feeling fully supported by your props. See if you can just relax a little deeper with each exhale. Relaxing your forehead, relax your jaw, shoulders, even down to your toes. Take a couple more deep breaths here. In and out through the nose. And lift your knees off of your prop. Gently come onto your side, rolling off your bolster, pillow, and push yourself to an upright position so we can transition to our next pose, which will be our final resting pose, but it won't be our traditional Shavasana. So for our final resting pose slash heart opener, we will need our bolster. You can keep it right where it is, and your blocks also. And you have options here. So we're coming into a reclined pose. You can set up your blocks so that one is the long way and one is the tall way, and bring your bolster on top to be supported. Or you can just do one for a little bit less of an incline. You can test it out, see what works for you. I like to do both. And again, line yourself up so that you're about 1 inch away, and you, again, of course, can readjust once you are in your reclined position. Once you're here, bring your arms down by your side, palms facing up, legs are stretched down the mat. If for some reason this is uncomfortable on your lower back, feel free to keep your knees bent, feet flat on the mat. The chin is pointed up. Your gaze, if your eyes were open, would be right up towards the ceiling. Let's take a couple of deep breaths in and out through the nose together, sinking in to your props, being supported fully. And let's take one more deep breath together, in through the nose and sighing out through the mouth. Inhale. Shavasana. this is where I will leave you today, giving you the freedom to stay in this position as long as you would like. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. I'll see you next time.